Oops.
Hi, I'm
Welcome,
Gwendolyn.
Sparkles. I'm
Huh?
Jeannie.
I'm John. Been a while, so nice to see you both.
Yeah, yeah, such
Oh,
a juicy summer.
best ever.
Percolating
Best.
it, huh?
Everybody's saying
Yeah,
it's the best summer ever. I think
Yes.
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's been interesting for sure. It's
It's like,
Should we take a moment to
yeah.
breathe ourselves present into the awesomeness that we
Mm,
are,
to
the
the
love that we are?
allness.
hmm
Mm.
Take a deep breath in, move from your head down to your heart, sink into that flow that you are of awareness, that love. Mm.
Mhm. Oop.
So I know we've
Wow,
all
what a
had,
trip. That was a trip.
yeah, right? It's just
Yeah.
so, so beautiful. I know we've all had great awareness of being this summer, and just the freedom I've been feeling is so incredible. And so, what I was telling you before we decided to record this all, because it's, we're all having similar experiences. So, I believe I was in a meditation, or had just kind of gotten present and closed my eyes. And I had this vision of being on a precipice. And then I think I actually wrote about it as well. And it's this: the precipice has been reached, and now the new world of limitless epic fulfillment eternal has begun. Let it be so by the default assumption and contemplation as that perfect unfolding. And I clearly saw this, like this precipice, like the the impetus to leap, to let go of anything holding me
Mhm.
to the idea of a limited 3D existence, right? And
And that
so,
default assumption, that's such huge words, a default assumption.
yes, the default assumption, because so July had been a lot of becoming free. I mean, just really and uncovering these things of an expectations that I didn't realize that I was holding, like an expectation that it has to be hard, or that it has to, like, if I don't do it perfect, then there's going to be a judgment. Or And I thought I had let it all go, but they came up, and I was like, whoa, I am letting, no, it's going to be free, easy. My life is filled with grace and all this stuff. And just July was such a freedom month for me. And then this is in August now, and it was like you reach the precipice, like, leap, take the leap into the truth of who you are, basically, is what it was. So the next day, talking to a group of gals that are, that I went on a cruise with, that are also just, really uncovering who we are, the limitlessness we are. And we started talking, and I shared with them about that meditation a few years back that Mark from the Sarah Landon group led us on. And we were just playing around with our infiniteness, right? And he loves to do meditations. We all jumped on these dragons, the drag, because we had been talking about, because dragon energy had been coming up. So he's like, okay, I'm going to lead you on a meditation. Get on your winged dragons. And I got my little dog in the back agreeing with me. Uh, and so he goes, and we're flying to Mars. So I take off on my dragon, and I'm, in my mind's eye flying. And then all of a sudden I slip through a fold of creation, and I'm like, oh, and I'm on a carousel with my dragon, except that we're all just points of light, and the carousel is also points of light, and we're spinning around, you know, as carousels do. And I hear, this is what humans believe existence is, that this is the life, that you just keep, you know, you're on a carousel ride of just kind of, you know, it's not a bad ride, but it's not really that exciting. And so as soon as I hear
Repetitive.
that, yeah, it's repetitive. This is the ride that most humans believe they're on. And then all of a sudden, everything, my dragon, myself, the carousel, all bursts into points of light, into the darkness. So we had, when we slipped through the fold of creation, it was all dark except for the carousel, which was all points of light, and the dragon and me. It all just scatters to the infiniteness of infinity, right? In this black background and all these points of light everywhere. And they're like, it's limitless. It's limitless. So when the next day, I leapt from that precipice because I'm like, oh, I'm done. I no longer believe in these 3D, that we're limited at all by conditions, appearances, anything, right? We are limitless, infinite, free, eternal. We are life embodied. And I love that Junham is just going nuts. And anyway, so when I leapt and I just flew, I leapt, but then I went and flew. But what came up was the mother and child, the divine mother and with child, with holding the child in her arms. And then I'll read you what, so this was the next day, and I'll read you what I wrote in my journal.
But didn't you say that they caught you in the air? The mother and child caught you or something?
Well, I was both. So I was
Ah,
flying, but I was the mother and the child. I
wow.
was the divine mother and also holding the child, which to me is, the divine mother is the womb
You're
of
both.
creation. It
You're
is
all
the
of it.
creation of, right. And then me having an experience as Jeannie is the divine child being held by the greater part, by all the all that I really am, but having an experience as the child. So this was what I wrote. The golden flame of transmutation of victory. It is yours, child. Wear it well indeed, for you know who you are and why you are here. To explore this glorious moment of pure potential in this now as the eyes of love reborn as the truth that sets all free, forever in the light of awareness you are. Play, child, for the game has truly begun this day of the mother with child, one soul breathing as the all. I am the eyes of God reborn as the witness to God's creation as heaven on earth. I am that I am. And it was like, you know, we were grounding into the earth and thinking this is our world, we're grounding into the earth, this is where we exist, but we are cosmic beings that exist in the all. And it was like, I got the message. It's like, you don't need to ground into the earth, ground into the mother that you are, the divine creation that you are. Like, that's where you feel the arms of creation holding you in this infinite experience of pure potential. It's one moment of now. And so I just was like, whoa, this is it. Beasley had told me, my little dog, Miss Beasley, when I first tuned into her years ago, she had said, I am a realm walker, mother. We all are, just you humans have forgotten. And that's what's happening. We are cosmic beings that exist in all realms and dimensions of time and space, because there is no time and space. There's only this moment of now, seen through different lenses of perception that are available to us all now. And we're all becoming so aware of this cosmic beingness that we are, and that there's no limits. There's no, we can have we're just limitless.
I feel
We're
like we've been
limitless.
at this place like since we first started this. Like we've known all this like back when we first, that's why we brought in this podcast
Yeah.
for us to bring this all in and record it. So it's like going back and listening to like wisdom from, and so I feel like we're just embodying it more and more and more and more, right? So it's like we can speak it and now we're just more embodying
Right.
it. So the
And
dream,
and it's,
the feeling real. What is a dream? What is the wake dream or the sleeping dream? You know what I
uh
mean?
and
Yeah.
it's that default assumption is like that. It's like I feels like I fall into this resting knowing, like, oh no, that's not it. This is, you are all of it. You are, it's
Yeah.
whatever you say. It's whatever you
It's
claim.
whatever you want it to be, Jeannie. Just like they said in Montana like 4 years ago when I went into that deep
Mhm. So what happened with
vortex.
your rosary around this?
So yeah, so then a couple days later, I have used my grandmother's crystal rosary as a pendulum. It was a voice that came through and said, use this as the pendulum, right after I lost my wooden one that I had purchased from someone. And I was told someone's going to give you a new pendulum. So I never bought one. And then I got the message, go get your grandmother's beautiful crystal rosary and use that as a pendulum. And I would, it would just swing and swing and swing, and just like my other one. So I had used it this morning, not this morning, but when this occurred, I used it that morning and I put it on my desk, and it was all intact. Everything was perfect. And I came home later that night and it was still just sitting on the desk where I had left it. And I picked it up, and it was no longer intact. And not only did the crucifix fall off, but the main bead ahead of the crucifix and then the 3 beads there. And all that was left was the centerpiece and then 1 bead below it. And the centerpiece is the Divine Mother, and the other side is the resurrected Christ. And I was like, oh, this is a powerful communication I'm giving myself, because it's like Neville Goddard said, the old man must die. Like, you must die to the 3D world and be reborn as the cosmic being that's not only the Divine Mother, but is also the child being held by all of creation. And of course, when you have the Divine Mother, you have the Divine Father. It's the Trinity of the Father, the Mother, and the child, right? There's all the
Mhm.
different Trinities, but it's that
And the
it's
child is
that
like our
being,
human experience, right?
exactly, being held. You know that you are being held by creation herself. And the Father is the one guiding, like allowing and guiding you, giving you the energy to be and do and have whatever is in your heart, because it's been placed there when you were created by the Mother and Father God, right? I mean, just,
Trust
it's
it.
so beautiful. And so yeah, so I was told, don't put the don't go put the crucifix back on. Use this as a pendulum, but swing as the resurrection, as the one who resurrects, who knows that she is the one giving life to her world, right?
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
whatever you want it to be. Do you know that you are the light of the world, that you are the projector of your world? Do you know that you are the resurrection and the life of your world? You are that. And then you're being held in the arms of creation. You are being supported
Mm.
by the Holy Father, Mother God. I mean, just,
That
it's
is
so
so beautiful.
beautiful.
I get so many chills. It's so
It's so
powerful,
beautiful.
Jeannie. I'm so great. Thank you for letting us record this, because I'm going to be listening to this. This is really like, it's like foundation of all that it, of what is,
Don't
you
you
know?
feel like Gwendolyn yourself? Don't you feel like you're kind of there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I'm just so grateful to have this for people to understand it. Yay.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me share. Yeah,
Oh my
it's been really powerful.
Light, you
Whoa.
shine so bright, you sparkle, you You sparkle, 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 sparkle.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow.